Hey game fans, it's Roberto here doing another unboxing, and this is an unexpected unboxing for me because it was a surprise from my wife. She got me one of my all-time favorite games from the HasLab, I guess, campaign that they had. It's HeroQuest, and this is a reimagination of one of my childhood favorites. I was a fanatic for HeroQuest growing up. Like it was a gateway drug into tabletop gaming. Even before I knew anything about Dungeons and Dragons, HeroQuest had my back. And this was I didn't actually go in on this campaign because when I seen it, I didn't really like the aesthetic that much. But my wife knew I love HeroQuest, so she got it for me, and it just showed up, so here we are. Anyways, the box is an homage to the classic art. It's not exactly the same. It's a little more cartoony, a little more now than the original one, which just looked like classic fantasy painting. Now, this is cool. It's a nice homage. But, you know, whatever. I'm not going to judge it just yet. Got some art on the side, which is pretty cool. Got the wizard and the witch lord, it looks like. And we got a dwarf fighting a goblin, which is pretty exciting. And a barbarian fighting, looks like an orc. So, I'm here for all of that. Then, in the back here, we got the game contents. And this is a pretty thick box. The original box was a bit thinner but longer. This is just deeper and wider. And there's your game contents. And let's see what it says is in this box to get me excited. Enter the mythical world of HeroQuest. For many years, the land has been at peace. The darkness that once threatened to engulf it is forgotten. But darkness was not destroyed, merely banished. Now it gathers strength once more, and an ancient evil stirs in the depths of the earth. The land has need of the heroes, for without them we are doomed. So I wonder if this is a sequel, like if these heroes are just, you know, kind of the same type of heroes, but not the same characters. Anyways, the game system, the quest continues. In this exciting fantasy adventure, you and your fellow players must work together to battle the evil sorcerer Zargon. Now he's back in the complete quest. Playing the hero roles of the barbarian, the dwarf, the elf, and the wizard, you all move cautiously through a labyrinth of eerie dark dungeons. Ghastly monsters will prowl the underground passages far below the surface of the known world. Zargon's deadly force is threatened, but the wise mentor has taught you well. Find treasures and make it out safely or perish all. Wow. It's a lot there. A lot to take in. So let's see what is in this box. So, let's see that. Anyways. Okay, sorry about that. So, let's move this aside. And the first thing you're slapped with is another piece of art that is from the cover, but which is cool. It's a cool piece of art. I do like that they tried to recreate the original one. I'm still a bigger fan of the original, but this it does the job, you know. And it looks like it's a slip cover for the miniatures in the game, and I like that. I like a good place to store my miniatures, and it comes with the dice. Looks like they went with wooden dice this time. The original had wooden dice. But, you know, it's not bad. They're engraved, though. It's not just a decal. So that's cool. And if I remember correctly, the skulls were damaged. The shields were shields, so blocks. And see if I can do that. And then you had bad guy shields, and I thought there was blanks, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. So hits, shields, it's all hits and shields. Good shields and bad shields. You get 6 of those, it looks like, and 2 standard D6s. And let's see if I can see the heroes. Here's my favorite, the Conan stand-in, the Barbarian, and they changed them up a bit. I love the original figures, but they definitely weren't anything all that special. Just kind of standing there in very boring poses. But you know, what do you get? We got the dwarf here, and these look fantastic, to be honest. Like, they kind of got like a more cartoony style along the lines of, I don't know, World of Warcraft or something. They definitely are not the Games Workshop aesthetic that the original ones had, which I didn't know at the time, but as I got older and got some more tabletop gaming, I discovered Games Workshop, and I was like, hey, where did I notice all this from before? The Wizard. Everybody loved the Wizard, even though he was pretty squishy. And the first thing I noticed that's different, I don't know if I just showed you or not, was the elf is now a female, which is cool. You know, I always played this game with my cousin who was a girl, and we spent the entire summer playing HeroQuest. So this was awesome. And here's one of the first changes I could see, other than the female elf, because there was no girls in the original. It looks like the femur, which was one of my favorite monsters, has been replaced with what looks like a merman or a deep one of some sort. Pretty cool though. He's a bulky character, bulky fishman. But yeah, femurs were awesome. They were like cyclops with tails, the kind of lizard men. We got a couple of different orcs, it looks like. So that's kind of neat. Got one with an axe, and one with like a big great sword. So that's cool. The original orcs, they just sort of Warhammer aesthetic, and they just had different weapons, but they were all the same pose. They just kind of went like, you know, with the weapon in each hand. But yeah, they were rad. But yeah, these are cool. This is fun. And goblins, you got a couple of different goblins, which are fun. I love goblins. We got, looks like three different goblins right here. We got one with a little scimitar, a little short blade, whatever. A little dual wielder. Looks like it's a female goblin too. That's cool. And one with just like a butcher knife, a cleaver. So that's all rad. I endorse that 100%. Very cool. Now we got some mummies, some zombies, and skeleton looks like he's got a little bit more going on. He's got the scythe, but he's got like some armor on. The old one was just bones. Kinda got like a dynamically posed mummy. It's kind of cool. And your ghoul or your zombie. This took a downgrade. The original zombie was rad. It was just holding a giant like cleaver, and just what I think of when I think of HeroQuest. This one is, you know, it's cool, but nothing special. Oh, and then there is, looks like a female orc, and she is punked out, so that's pretty cool. So yeah. Anyways, that's nice. We got, looks like Chaos Warriors, or not Chaos Warriors, because the loss of Games Workshop's license. So we probably just got like some Dark Knights, or they might be called Chaos Warriors, but they're not the ones that I remember. And one of my favorites was the Gargoyle. It was like a demon, and this one, he he's probably is more aesthetically pleasing, but I really loved that original, like, dopey, square gargoyle. That was like, what is this thing? Is it a demon? Gargoyle? I don't know. And the big bad himself, the Witch Lord. So most of your missions will revolve around him, or trying to ultimately defeat him. So it's pretty neat. Anyways, excited about that. If you never played the game, it was really simple. Like, it was meant for, 10-year-olds and under, where you just roll the dice to move and then roll to attack, or if you had a wizard, you might be able to cast a spell, a wizard or an elf. And I guess you also needed a game master, so it introduced dungeon masters if you never played Dungeons and Dragons. That was something new, You needed at least 2 players. Oh yeah. All right. Here's the other cool thing that made you go crazy was it came with furniture. Oh, already dropping stuff. Let me go find it before it's gone. Before my cats get to it. Sorry about that. I'm just a little too excited, I guess. Oh, looks like I dropped some skulls. And the skulls will probably just slide into the furniture. So this furniture is definitely an upgrade. The original one would be half plastic and half cardboard. So something like this, which is a solid piece of plastic now, which looks really awesome, but it would have like the plastic top and bottom, and then the center would be cardboard. So like you'd have a full color piece of terrain, which was really awesome, And I didn't have anything else like that at the time. I wasn't into wargaming or anything, or really cool board games. So this was a cool gateway into a lifelong hobby, to be honest. But that's a cool bookshelf, and oh yeah, oh look at this. So we got like a coffin or a tomb, and it's got an opening so you can stick a body in there. That's pretty cool. And we got, looks like a really cool detailed treasure chest. This is all upgrades. Oh, everybody's favorite. Let me not break it trying to get it out. Yeah, it's gonna break just coming out. Be careful. This is some hard plastic, it turns out. Let me see. Come on. You can do it. Okay, everybody's favorite, the weapon rack. Look at that. That was just fun, The original had, when you leveled up in between games, if you were supposed to just play like campaign style, so just keep playing the missions and you get experience and money, and then you go to the weapons store and get better items. So that was awesome. It wasn't too deep though. Like literally, there was like 1 or 2 upgrades, and that was that. Oh man, we got the torture rack. Wow, look at it. And there's a hand still on there. That's somebody was doing their job right. Let me tell you. And we got, how can I forget, the altar with a book on here. So this is cool. And let me tell you, if this game does not capture my imagination for more than a couple of minutes, I got more than enough terrain here just to upgrade my D&D games if I didn't have that stuff already. Like, if you just wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons and didn't have a lot of stuff to go to play your games, you're ready just with this alone. So it is a toolkit for Dungeons and Dragons at the very least. Now, I'll enjoy the game because I've always liked the game, but I don't know if they've updated it really, other than the components, like if the game is any deeper than it was, because it really is just, move and attack. It's nothing too deep. But got some cards here. The hero's turn card. Let's see. Movement and actions. Attack a monster, cast a spell, search for treasure, search for secret doors, and search for traps and disarm traps. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And it would be cool, like, if there was, the Dungeon Master is the only person that knows how the game is set up. And then, oh, look at this. So we got the stat cards for the wizard, the elf. She looks great. That old elf was just kind of dorky, so that's awesome. And look at this guy. He's ready. I do like the classic, like, old dwarf and this barbarian, your Conan stand-in. Now, there's no Conan, but it looks cool. They upgraded, or depending on who you talk to, you know. He's got a buster sword as opposed to just a great sword. That thing's huge. And full color art. I appreciate the full color art for the monsters. It's awesome. Like, if you don't paint this stuff, you at least got something that you look at and you're like, oh, that's how he's supposed to be looking. See, I'm a painter, so this is like, hey, if I ever play it, well, that's one thing, but I'll paint this for the next couple of months. Look at that. He looks awesome, just all gray as the Gargoyle. Abomination is what they're calling these femur stand-ins. And Dread Warrior, not Chaos Warriors. And, oh yeah, see, we got some of the aesthetic of the old treasures, kind of black and white parchment. That's cool. And then equipment cards, we got helmets, so same deal. That's all awesome. Let's see, anything else in here? Then you got your spells. The spells have, looks like, see, they got the cool black. See, I love that. I just love it. It's bringing me right back. Even though they've updated it, and it's like, when I'm telling you, when I first seen it, I was like, what did you do? Like, I don't like this new aesthetic. But you know what? If somebody got this for their kids, I don't know who did. I think it's kind of expensive. But if they did, and they play it with their kids, and their kid likes it, that's awesome. Because the aesthetic looks like new, animated, fun, you know, kind of a little bit lighter. Everything was just all dark and grim when I was a kid. And it was a boys-only club, you know. Even though it wasn't only boys that played this stuff. Like I said, I played with my cousin, and she was 100% a girl. And if we weren't playing HeroQuest, then we'd play like Rainbow Bright or Strawberry Shortcake or G.I. Joe or He-Man or whatever. You know, it didn't matter. But like, the stuff is just awesome. So as long as people play it, that's cool. And I do get that feeling, like, it's nostalgia, even though it looks new, you know. But wow, they're really expecting people to play this. Man, you probably got like a quarter of this when you got the original one. You know, we'd run through them and then just use notepads. But this is awesome. It's the character sheet. Keep track your hit points. All this. This is totally getting tabled for the holidays for me, for sure. Even if I don't get it painted, I might rush, but not much time for that at the moment. But awesome. Super stoked. This was a very nice surprise. I did not know it was coming. So, thanks to my wife. Thank you, Alice. Very cool. Now, let's see what else is in this box. There's so much to get to. All right. We got the board. I don't want to break it. Let's see. So, it looks like it is like the original board. Just, I don't know, feels a little bit thinner. How did I just get this? There we go. Very cool. But yeah, I don't know. I should look at the board, show you the board a little bit longer. I know what the board looks like, but not everybody does. Anyways, the board has HeroQuest at the bottom, but so it's just rooms, and then you would use the guidebook to fill it out with the furniture and the monsters and the doors, and it'd be different every time you played. And after you ran through all of the scenarios, you could just make your own, you know? Like, I do hate these flip boards though, because this is the type of board that it could just break because it doesn't like the way you're bending it, right? I literally do hate these 4 cut boards. They're not my favorite. Sure, they fit nicely into the box, but I like the 2-sided, even though they get warped. I like them better. But anyways, yeah, so you fill out the board with, you look at the mission. The Game Master is the only one that knows what's really going on inside of the mission, and then sets up all the traps, and it's just a ton of fun, especially if you like fantasy stuff, which I do. So, what else do we got here? Is that it? After this, yep, add something just to pad the box a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Maybe if I remove that piece of cardboard, the expansion stuff will fit in it. Not sure. But, well, you know what? Let's just try that now. So, this comes out. Take out that piece of white cardboard. And here was one of the stretch goal expansion. And maybe it does fit inside of there. So, we'll see. Anyways, moving on. Okay. We got tokens you need to play. And I was wondering where this stuff was. So you have the Game Master screen. Zargon, that's you if you're the bad guy. And this is like totally the original one. And then on the back, the Dungeon Master has all the stats for all the monsters. And then you have your rule book. The old one was just orange and white. And this one has artwork on the back, which is pretty cool. Zargon. And oh, full color rulebook too, so that's cool. Even though it's the same art we've seen over and over going through the box, it's nice. You know, it gets you excited to play whenever you got some art to look at while you're reading boring text. But yeah, so then 2 to 5 players. So they did not add a solo mode, or maybe they did, and I just don't know. But from the cover here, it says 14 plus, 2 to 5 players. Man, 14 plus. They must have done something to make it a little harder, because the original one was, I don't know, I think you were like 9 plus or something. But anyways, you got your story, and then here you go. Here's what I was talking about. So that's the map, and then you set it up the way the map tells you to. But you don't set up the whole thing. You kind of just set up, like, I want to say you set up the room where the players start, and then as you go on, the Dungeon Master puts more stuff down as the players discover it. So yeah, there's a ton of missions in here. We got 8, 13, and 14. Maybe there was 14 in the original one. I don't remember. But we got bios on the characters. That is all rad. I like that. Okay. So, moving on. What else do we get? We got the stretch goal pack. And we got the 2 expansions, which are redos of the original expansions, Keller's Keep and Return of the Witch Lord. I am really interested to see what's inside the stretch goals first. So maybe I'll do a separate video with those. Not sure. Depending on how long this goes. Anyways. Look at this. We got a dragon right on the back. And it says Mythic Contents. Alright, it sounds like miniatures. Let's just get in here. But yep, got a little picture of the barbarian there. And we got more tokens and what looks like, oh, this is cool. So this is like an overlay onto the map so you can have new locations to go to. So that's neat. We got the Spirit's Queen's Torment. Whoa, that's cool. So we got new missions in here. The Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. Got a dragon, it looks like. Oh wow, they went all out. The Prophecy of Taylor. Don't know. You tell me. And then, wow, more dice and more goodies. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Oh wow, okay. So we got what looks like new sculpts for, like, it looks like alt sculpts for like the monsters. Look at Abomination. It's got an alt sculpt, which is awesome. The Dread Knight alt sculpt. A new Goblin. An Orc with a Warhammer. Get it? Warhammer. And new heroes. Look at that. Looks like a gnome. Man, some of this plastic is not letting go. Oh man, I could play good Zargon maybe. That's pretty neat. Excuse me. Oh. Looks like a pirate orc, and maybe a druid. So man, they really that's cool. They added some stuff. Really squishy skeleton of for some reason, and another gargoyle. Oh, here goes a dragon. That's cool. Fully sculpted dragon, and excited about all those extra missions. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at, you got a female barbarian. Man, everybody, that's pretty cool, man. I like that. I play D&D with my wife and my sister-in-law and her husband and my brother-in-law, and that's cool just to have a lot more female options for miniatures and whatnot. We have a lot already, but that's pretty cool. Right out the box that anybody can be whatever. Let's see what we got. Female barbarian. So bam, I bet you they just swapped the genders. Yeah. Female dwarf. Look at her. She looks hard. The male elf doesn't look as tough as the female elf in the other box, I tell you. And then the female wizard. They could have done a little something different, like for the clothes for a couple of these, but like the female barbarian makes sense. Like if you're a barbarian in this style of world, you usually just got, you know, some furs and some loincloths and stuff, so that makes sense. And the dwarf, if they're, you know, she's got the armor on, but these two kind of, they don't look that much different than the other ones. They could have changed up their outfits or something. But anyways, very cool. Is there 5? Who's this guy? Got a guy with the. This card isn't in here. 4 character cards, 5 miniatures. Is that just a generic character? Let's look. Oh, we got a bard, a warlock, a druid, and a wizard. Yeah, I'm not sure who that guy's supposed to be, but it says on the box there's only 4 cards in there, so it doesn't look like I'm missing anything. So, oh, you know what? It's probably, you'd always find like guys that were imprisoned or something. Maybe it's just an NPC for you to stand in for a hostage or something. So that's cool. And let's see. So many goodies in here. Alright. Let's just move this aside. And alright. So the Witch Lord kind of got the homage art, and it looks like they've added a couple more doors. The miniatures actually look the same, so let me just pop it open, see if the miniatures are the same, but I know it'll be a new adventure, and this is one of the original adventures is redone. Expand your game system for HeroQuest. Okay, so got your adventures with the Witch Lord, Return of the Witch Lord. You got a thicker card stock for your traps and your throne room, and yeah, so these miniatures look the same as the ones you got in there, except for the doors might be a little different. So you get a brown door, so that's cool. And your cards, but most importantly, the adventure, new adventure. So that's cool. If I just had an entire childhood to go through again to be able to play all this stuff. Here we go. Keller's Keep. Looks like the Gargoyle versus the Dwarf. And see, there was 2 more expansions that came to the States. I know there was more that were released in the UK, but in the States we had an elf expansion and and that was cool because it came with new miniatures like wargs or big wolves and an evil elf witch or whatever. That was cool. And what was the other one? There was like an ogre expansion that was sweet as well. Anyway, yeah, I had all that stuff. Keller's Keep. Oh yeah, look at this. We got some magics to be thrown on you, and I think those were like the walkways, like narrow walkways or something that could be traps. And this is apparently the Orc and Greenskin expansion with the extra door. So yeah, but really awesome. Super pleased. What a surprise! I didn't even know this was released yet, and it showed up on my door. I was so confused. And my wife let me in on the secret, so that's cool. But just to show you how much I love the original HeroQuest. I still got my piecemeal copy. It's not complete, but look at this sucker. It has. Where are those kids? They should have got those kids grown up, and if they're still alive, and ask them to come back to be on the back of the box, because that's what this box is missing. 3 grown-ass men playing. Because that's what's going to be happening with this over the holidays for me. But anyways, look at this original art. Like, this is what I loved as a kid. A little more serious. Looks a little more dire, but still fun. And I don't even know what's in here. I think all the miniatures have been pieced out for D&D. But yeah, look at that box. And yeah, see, here's my warped. And oh yeah, still got Zargon. There it is. You can see it's a little more classic style art. The new one's fine. Here's what the new one's missing. Missing this your weapons sheet. You need that so you can look at while you play the entire time and dream about buying a battle axe so you can do like one more die better or something. I don't remember. Oh, look at that. Look at this relic. A pencil from when I was a kid. And there you are. See? There it is. Keller's Keep. Bam. And how perfect is that? Return of the Witch Lord. There you go. Look at that. This Conan is about to be sacrificed to the Lich. Here we go. Here are exactly what I was talking about. Some of the wolves, the blue wolves that came in the other expansion, and here is that same deal. It's the cards. This is a little bit cooler. I kind of like the old cardboard character sheet. Here we go. Here is the grimy wooden die, and I thought there was a blank on here, but I guess I'm remembering wrong. Doesn't look like there's a blank. But anyways, and a whole bunch of tokens because I needed all those. Needed all of it. Oh yeah, look. Here is the Keller's Keep walkways that we were just looking at. So, regardless, what a trip! What a trip down not down memory lane because this is all new to me, but this was memory lane. I'm loving it. I am loving every bit about this. So looks like HasLab, it did come through. So hope everybody's going to enjoy their HeroQuest for the holidays. I will be. So anyways, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. See you next time. My name's Roberto. Let me know if you're picking it up, if you're going to play, if you're going to play with your kids, or you're just going to play with old family members, or what. Let me see. Sorry if it's been blurry. Too excited to pay attention. But anyways, yeah, leave a comment and let me know you paint the stuff up, or if you got into D&D because of HeroQuest. I know I did, but not right away. Like, it was years before I made the correlation. Like, somebody else introduced me to D&D, and I was like, hey, well, this is sort of like something I've played before. Regardless, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.